Yes, us. Welcome to the Kefi Life Podcast. My name is Kiki Vale, and I'll be your guide to creating a life of olakala, all is well. Together, we'll get back to the basics, and we'll explore fresh new ways to flourish in mind, body, and soul the Greek way. You can look forward to interviews, stories, essential self-care strategies, recipes, and actionable takeaway olakala moments. This is going to be so much fun. Let's get going. Πάμε! Eleolado, olive oil, has been celebrated in the civilized world for millennia. Nearly eternal, the oil of this fruit has been more than just food to the cultures of the Mediterranean region. It's been medicinal, ceremonial, sacramental, and the foundation of great wealth and power. It is safe to say that olive oil is the ethos, the essence of Greek culinary culture. Today, the priceless and life-giving ingredients of this liquid gold can be delivered to you when you purchase your premium bottle of Kefi Life extra virgin olive oil from the region my parents were born, the Peloponnese. The coveted Koumparakis olive is extensively cultivated here in the southern part of Greece, which offers the unique microclimate needed to grow a fruit netting the utmost nutrient value for extra virgin olive oil. Kefi Life extra virgin olive oil, a boundless amount of value, high in antioxidants with anti-inflammatory properties, linked to good mood and improved mental health. Get your bottle of wellness today when you visit kefilife.com. Yes, and I'm so happy that you're here listening to the Kefi Life Podcast today. Whether you're new, old, a loyal person from 2020, or you've been listening to me on the radio, however you found me, I thank you for joining me today. How's your February going so far? Are you having a nice time? I really hope that this month is full of all good things for you and yours. You know, February has so many things to celebrate, and I'd like to talk about a couple of the things that I get excited about. But first, I want to ask you, do you like my content? Are you inspired by it? Do you get enlightened and uplifted? Well, then if so, I invite you to get more encouragement and inspo by visiting me at KefiLife _ on Instagram, KefiLife on TikTok, and Kiki Vale at LinkedIn. Okay, friends, did you know that a few days ago on February 9th, International Greek Day was celebrated, and it was actually called International Greek Language Day that was celebrated. The Greek language, once you investigate it, is mysterious and it's beautiful. It's also mathematical and poetic. Today, we'll explore a word in the Greek language which withstands the test of time and can break all sorts of barriers. A Greek word, agape, that dates back to the time of Plato and 500 BCE, has several concepts or meanings still used to this very day in 2025. It is such a powerful word with many forms of expression. Martin Luther King Jr. believed that agape was a central concept in his Christian faith and in his philosophy of nonviolence. He described agape as a pure, creative, and spontaneous love that is directed toward all people. This reminds me of equality. Agape, an ancient Greek word, translates to an understanding, redeeming goodwill for all men. Agape in the Old and New Testament simply takes on form of love, which is selfless and unconditional. Paul in the New Testament spoke about a way of love which can sustain life. It's sort of like the way of love. And I try my hardest to live this way. Please allow me to share it with you. It comes from this way of love in 1 Corinthians 13. If I speak with human eloquence and angelic ecstasy but don't love, I'm nothing but the creaking of a rusty gate. If I speak God's word with power, revealing all his mysteries and making everything plain as day, and if I have faith that says to a mountain, jump, and it jumps, but I don't love, I'm nothing. If I give everything I own to the poor and even go to the stake to be burned as a martyr, but I don't love, I've gotten nowhere. So no matter what I say, what I believe, and what I do, I'm bankrupt without love. You see, love never gives up. Love cares more for others than for self. Love doesn't want what it doesn't have. Love doesn't strut, doesn't have a swelled head, doesn't force itself on others, isn't always me first, doesn't fly off the handle. Love doesn't keep score of the sins of others. It doesn't revel when others grovel. It takes pleasure in the flowering of truth. Love puts up with anything. Trusts God always looks for the best, never looks back, but keeps going to the end. And those powerful words are from Paul in the New Testament. You may want to reference it when you're needing a dose of agape love. But friends, there are other forms of love, and there are 3 others that I'd like to share with you today because they are very special in their own right. Philia is another expression of love in the Greek language. Philia can also mean friendship, and I adore this word as it describes friendship or brotherly love. A philia is a relationship you have with your bestie or your family friend. Next, you have eros, which is a form of love linked to romance. Think of your Valentine's date or your spouse. Finally, storge is a fantastic form of love which is between family members and is a strong source of comfort and familiarity. Mothers have a strong form of storge with your children. Greek words have life, as you may have assumed or have surmised by now. They have been living for over 40 centuries, and their contribution to society is vast, with hundreds of concepts being formed. With over 150,000 words of the English language being derived from the Greek lexicon, I believe that agape, love, is the greatest of all, for if you live by this testament, you will be at peace and feel a sense of well-being from its power. As we move forward during the month of February, celebrating the healthy heart and its great capacity to love, I wish you and yours a happy Valentine's Day and the unconditional agape for all those in your life. Sending you philakia kisses, yours truly, Kiki. Yamas, today I'd like to personally invite you to sign up for my Tuesday newsletter. Why? Because here I will directly communicate with you, sharing additional wellness content and promotions that our team has created for you in mind. I promise not to overload you, only further inspire you. Visit KefiLife.com today, sign up for the Tuesday newsletter, bringing you one step closer to Olakala, all is well.
Kiki Vale is the founder of Kefi Life. She is passionate about whole person wellness and living a fulfilled life. Her Kefi Life podcast is created to simply and naturally help you harmonize the mind, body, and soul the Greek way. Visit KefiLife.com and check out Kiki Vale on LinkedIn and on Twitter. Join us again next time for more positive energy and inspiration on Kefi Life.